Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the commanding officer, Captain Alcorn, welcome to the graduation ceremony for Officer Candidate School, Class 09 TAC 23. Over the past 13 weeks, the class team has been responsible for developing today's graduates to serve as professional naval officers worthy of special trust and confidence. The 09 TAC 23 class team includes Class Officer Lieutenant O'Hare, Class Officer Lieutenant Sansing, Class Recruit Division Commander Chief Davis, and Class Drill Instructor Staff Sergeant Meza. Guests are encouraged to take photographs from the seating area at any time during the ceremony, except during the playing of the national anthem. The order of events for today's ceremony is as follows. At 10:00, Captain Alcorn, Commanding Officer, Officer Training Command Newport, United States Navy will arrive. With the guest of honor, Rear Admiral Mike Bernacchi, United States Navy. Guests will be asked to rise for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem and invocation. The commanding officer and guest of honor will address the graduating class and administer the oath of office. The graduates will then be recognized through the presentation of their commission by the commanding officer and the guest of honor. Guests will be asked to rise for the playing of the service songs and the final dismissal. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the national anthem and invocation. Officer Training Command Newport, arriving. Rear Admiral, United States Navy, arriving. Ladies and gentlemen, Chaplain Butts will now offer the invocation.
Let us pray. O Heavenly King, the Comforter and Spirit of truth, who art in all places and fills all things, treasury of good things and giver of life, we give you thanks for this day of celebration. We are thankful for the life you have given us, the parents who have loved and nourished us, and the numerous friends and family members who have encouraged us on the journey of life and helped each one to arrive at this hour. We give thanks for the dedicated staff here at Officer Training Command who helped develop each one of these sailors into our newest naval officers. Vice Admiral Stockdale wrote, "Character is probably more important than knowledge." We ask that you give each one of these officers the courage to be leaders of impeccable character, models of integrity, and give them the strength they will need to weather the rough seas of leadership. May they hold themselves accountable each day, staying true to the values that guide them. Today they follow in the wake of the greatest naval leaders of history, selfless men and women of character who fought for the freedoms that make our country great. May they continue to carry on that legacy as they head to the fleet. Be with us today and forever. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Everett M. Alcorn, Commanding Officer, Officer Training Command, Newport.
Ladies and gentlemen, Admiral Bernacki, General Gagnon, Captain Healy, Captain Haas, Captain Kale, distinguished guests, veterans, Officer Training Command Newport staff, family members and friends, and most importantly, the soon-to-be commissioned officers of Class 0923. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm excited to welcome 85 of our newest graduates into one of the most challenging and fulfilling careers, that of Navy officer. To family and friends joining us, I applaud you for the great work you did preparing these impressive young leaders prior to their arrival here. Your love, support, and encouragement have produced the impressive individuals seated here. It has enabled them to make sound choices, and we are grateful to these graduates for their choice to serve. They could not have gotten to this point without the careful guidance and support of family and friends. On behalf of the Navy and a grateful nation, please accept my most sincere thank you. To the graduates here today, as CEO of Officer Training Command, I am proud of each and every one of you. You've had many other options than volunteering to serve your country, yet you chose this path. I thank you for your patriotism and your willingness to serve. I assure you that a life of service holds many rewards and will bring you fulfillment. You've completed rigorous military, academic, and physical training. You've overcome obstacles. Nothing has been handed to you except opportunity. The opportunity to make something more of yourself, to learn, to grow, and to lead. You've seized that opportunity, and today you reap its rewards. I congratulate each and every one of you for this significant and memorable achievement. It is now time to embrace a new opportunity to lead sailors in the fleet. In the years ahead, your knowledge and leadership skills will be tested often. You will be standing watch and working alongside fellow officers and sailors around the world, around the clock. Know that you're going to be doing significant and meaningful work for our country. Work hard. Learn the warfare and professional skills of your designator. Strive to be the best and give your country your 100% effort, because nothing else will suffice. The nation and the Navy expect the best from you, the highest standards of personal and professional conduct, excellence in leadership, and strict adherence to the Navy's core values: honor, courage, and commitment. I applaud your accomplishments and perseverance. You're about to embark upon a great adventure, one in which I hope you find both professional success and personal fulfillment. It will be unlike any other job you have ever had. And regardless of how long you serve our nation, it will most assuredly be a time in your life upon which you will look back with much pride and satisfaction. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I wish you fair winds and following seas. It is now my honor and privilege this morning to introduce you to our guest of honor, Rear Admiral Mike Bernacchi, Deputy Commander, 10th Fleet. His leadership is continued to the continued success of the world's greatest Navy, and we're privileged to have him with us here today. He's a native of Pleasant Ridge, Michigan. He graduated from the University of Detroit with a Bachelor of Science in Biology and holds master's degrees from University of Michigan in Nuclear Engineering and Industrial Engineering. He was commissioned via Officer Candidate School. His operational tours include service aboard both fast attack and ballistic missile submarines, including the USS James Madison, SSBN 627, USS Albuquerque, SSN 706, and USS Santa Fe, SSN 763. He commanded USS Alexandria, SSN 757, and was Commodore of Submarine Squadron 4 in Groton, Connecticut. Ashore, he served as executive to the Vice Chief of Naval Operations, executive assistant to the Chief of Naval Personnel, Chief of Staff for Submarine Group 2, and Deputy Nuclear Community Program Manager, and Special Assistant to Naval Reactors, and Cruise Missile Planner for Theater Operations at the United States Strategic Command. Previous flag assignments include Commander Naval Service Training Command, where he oversaw the training here at Officer Training Command, as well as all new enlisted accessions into the Naval Service. He has served as Commander Submarine Group 10 in Kings Bay, Georgia, and the United States Space Command as Director, Strategy, Plans, and Policy in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our guest of honor today, Deputy Commander, 10th Fleet, Rear Admiral Mike Bernacchi.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
As I sit there and I listen to my bio being read, I realize I'm old. First, to the families, congratulations. You made it through the gate. That was quite an achievement this morning. I made the mistake of leaving the base with my wife to go get some coffee. You think I would know better. It is absolutely a great morning. We are going to welcome 85 of the Navy's newest ensigns and warrant officers into our Navy. 12 weeks ago, they were wearing green coveralls. They were afraid to look at anyone or anything because the gunny might get them. Now, look at them come in. The transition is absolutely amazing. They have come such a long way. Now, it's kind of a rhetorical question, but 12,621 days. Any significance to that to anybody? That is exactly how long ago it was I was sitting in exactly those chairs. And yes, they are the same chairs. Luckily, the floor has been changed, as the captain told me. But it was the same floor until just a few years ago. OCS Class 88005. I was the 4th Battalion Adjutant. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why are you telling me this? Because when I was in those seats, like many of you right now, I was thinking, I'm going to do my 5. And that was it. I wanted to serve my country and then move on. In fact, I have brought my wife of 34 years back here to witness this. She was with me then. See, she thought she was marrying a doctor. I had been accepted to medical school, and when I proposed, that's what she thought. Clearly, my life had taken a different path. I was going to do my 5 years and then go to med school. Well, 35 years later, I find myself right back in the place where it all started. I would have taken my wife to the ball last night, as I had done 12,621 days ago, but now I find out you don't do that. So you're missing out. The ball was wonderful. My point on all of this is you never know where life is going to take you. But with the skills that you have learned here, if you embrace them, you will be ready for anything. And you may come back in 35 years and be the admiral giving the speech to the school you earned your commission from. Now I want to direct the next set of comments directly to the families, spouses, fiancés, friends of our graduates. For today is incredibly special for you. Today, you join our Navy family. As you can see, it does take a village. I told you before, my wife and I started really our life together in this very hall. We got married shortly after. I was just recently the guest speaker at my son's graduation from Naval Nuclear Power School. He received his commission from the Naval Academy. Things come full circle. One of the reasons I'm here today is because of the graduation of one of the candidates from my extended Navy family. Her father, General Gagnon, is a very dear friend of mine. Him and his wife, Johanna, are part of our family. But thank God his daughter, Abigail, made the right choice and joined the Navy. Greg, clearly, after seeing all this, you know she made the right choice. The OCS staff and instructors have spent 12 weeks developing your candidate's character and professional competence. They truly are an incredibly talented group of professionals who sometimes through pounding have forged the steel of the buildings you now see before you. But let me be clear, you are the key ingredient. You laid the strong foundation upon which the instructors built. You have been there guiding them, teaching them, instilling values, and molding them their entire lives. Your job has been much more difficult and demanding than anyone else's here today. And for that, as the captain said previously, we owe you an incredible debt of gratitude. And as you already know, your job is not over. It'll never be over. As the officers in the world's greatest Navy, these young men and women will need to continue to have your love, prayers, and support. It will actually get worse. It'll be challenging in the fleet. It will be difficult. Getting the kids home, fed, bathed, in bed, managing bills, car problems, household repairs. Again, you can just ask my wife. At least 3 things broke as soon as I went to sea. It was a constant struggle. Your loved one is halfway across the world, never there to lend a helping hand. No cell phone reception, no internet, no way to lend a helping hand. I have 14 years of sea duty, 8 of it underwater. She was a single parent all that time. You will not take an oath today, but you will serve. The good news is you are not alone. You will see that the Navy family is at its best when you are in need. I actually never worried about my family when I was at sea because I knew that we would take care of each other. Whether it was a CO's wife picking me up at a port right after she had taken my sick child to the hospital, whether it was the engineer coming over in the middle of the night to watch my eldest while my second was born, or my neighbor who happened to be a Navy doctor coming over in the middle of the night to take care of a sick child. You will have support, and you will give support. We stay together. We support each other. Again, you will not wear the uniform, but you are every bit as important to the mission. We cannot succeed without all of you. You make our job possible. So again, thank you very much for your service and what will be your continuing service. And welcome to our Navy family. Now, before I talk to the candidates rise. Turn around. Find that loved one. And if you don't have one, make one up. Repeat after me. I state your name. Am very, very grateful for everything you have done for me. I will not forget. And if I do, you can tell the Admiral. I promise to do my best, and I will also keep in contact. Thank you. Seats. All right, for the candidates, now I'm going to talk to you for just a few minutes. We have already had a pretty frank discussion. When I came in, there was one adversary. And yes, this will tell you how old I am too. It was the Soviet Union. Ronald Reagan was president. We were building to a 600-ship Navy to take out, if we had to, for the Cold War. It is actually much worse today. We have two peer competitors, and we actually have people who want us dead simply because of where we breathe air. So in these troubled times, we really must look out for each other. You have to remember, we stand for what is right. We protect the innocent, and you can't get lost in the noise. We help those who need protection, and we defend the ideals of the Constitution. You will soon take an oath, and that oath is all revolving around that piece of paper. In a few years, none of you are going to remember what I say. And that's okay. But you will never forget your Marine drill instructors and your Navy RDCs. I still remember mine, Gunny Smith. He still sends a chill down my spine. I could tell you stories, but you're probably not cleared for them. I would ask one thing from them is honor them by your actions. As officers, we are expected to lead with integrity, accountability, and toughness. These are not words. You actually have to try and live them every day. To lead with integrity is to maintain your honor, courage, and commitment, as the captain had mentioned. Everything you do. And for the record, the captain and I did not coordinate our speeches. There is strength in these values. You have to also help your shipmates as they fall. You will find you will fail in this. But failure is okay, as we discussed yesterday. The key is you got to be honest about it. And you got to be honest with each other. Leaders are tough. I kind of laugh when you think about it. There's no better example of the toughness initially than watching a candidate maintain their military bearing and demonstrate some basic knowledge while under the acute stress that only a Marine drill instructor can provide. But this is just going to be nothing compared to the mental toughness that you're going to need in the fleet. The core attributes we just talked about will serve you well, but officers set the standard. That's why you're commissioned. The standard that you enforce, the standard of those who have gone before you, the standard you must maintain for the thousands you are about to lead into harm's way. Do your duty, no more, no less. This place has taught you how to do that. I know. 12,621 days ago, nothing's changed. I am very proud of you. It is awesome to welcome the 85 of you into the wardroom, as well as your families. Captain, thank you for the invitation. To the entire OTC staff, you continue to do amazing work. Today's ceremony is just the beginning for you. Thank you to our new family members who are in the audience. And to class 0923, buckle up, shipmates. You are in for one hell of a ride. Hoo-yah, class 0923.
The graduating class will now receive the oath of office. Would all military personnel in uniform please come to the position of attention? Class 09 TAC 23, raise your right hand.
I state your name. Having been appointed an ensign or warrant officer in the United States Navy, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations. You are now commissioned officers in the world's greatest Navy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The distinguished graduates assembled will now be recognized by the commanding officer and guest of honor for their achievements while undergoing training while here at Officer Training Command Newport. Ensign Lofgren has been awarded the Commander Jack Leavitt Leadership Award, having been chosen by his peers as a candidate who most inspired his class and personifies the highest standards of personal example, sound management practice, and moral responsibility. Ensign Lofgren has been designated as a surface warfare officer and has been assigned to DDG 102 USS Sampson, homeported in Everett, Washington. Ensign Lynn has been awarded the Lieutenant Thomas Eady Honor Award for achieving the highest average in academics, military training, and physical fitness. Ensign Lynn has also been awarded the Chappelle Clardy United States Marine Corps Physical Fitness Award for earning the highest overall grade in physical fitness. The award is presented by the Marine Corps League. Ensign Lynn has been designated as an Explosive Ordnance Disposal Warfare Officer Trainee and has been assigned to Naval Diving and Salvage Training Center, Panama City Beach, Florida. Ensign Lynn is a distinguished naval graduate. Ensign Rizzo has been awarded the Rear Admiral Stephen B. Luce Academics Award for obtaining the highest academic average while attending Officer Candidate School. Ensign Rizzo has been designated as a student naval aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Rizzo is a distinguished naval graduate. We will now recognize the remaining graduates. Warrant Officer 1 Slobby. Warrant Officer 1 Slobby has been designated as a student naval aerial vehicle pilot and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Ani has been designated as a student naval aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Wesley has been designated as an Information Professional Officer and has been assigned to Information Warfare Training Command in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Ensign Wesley is a distinguished naval graduate. Ensign Reed has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to DDG 81, USS Winston S. Churchill, homeported in Mayport, Florida. Ensign Spiegelblatt has been designated as an intelligence officer and has been assigned to Information Warfare Training Command in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Ensign Cooper has been designated as a supply officer and has been assigned to the Naval Supply Corps School in Newport, Rhode Island. Ensign Savage has been designated as a student naval aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Farmer has been designated as an intelligence officer and has been assigned to Information Warfare Training Command in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Ensign Eckley has been designated as a student naval aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Benjamin has been designated as an Information Professional Officer and has been assigned to Information Warfare Training Command in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Ensign Adame has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to LSD-45 USS Comstock, homeported in San Diego, California. Ensign Backaby has been assigned to the Naval Special Warfare Center in Coronado, California. Ensign Backaby is a distinguished naval graduate. Ensign Barnes has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to DDG 121 USS Frank E. Peterson, homeported in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Ensign Beavers has been designated as a Student Naval Flight Officer and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Bennett has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to LSD-45 USS Comstock, homeported in San Diego, California. Ensign Byersmith has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer and has been assigned to Naval Mobile Construction Battalion 5 in Port Hueneme, California. Ensign Ballhorst has been designated as a Supply Officer and has been assigned to the Naval Supply Corps School in Newport, Rhode Island. Ensign Brinstead has been designated as an Aviation Maintenance Duty Officer and has been assigned to Squadron VAW 124 in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Burgess has been assigned to the Naval Special Warfare Center in Coronado, California. Ensign Burgess is a distinguished naval graduate. Ensign Burns has been designated as a student naval aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Burns is a distinguished naval graduate. Ensign Carney Smith has been designated as a Nuclear Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to DDG 102 USS Sampson, homeported in Everett, Washington. Ensign Conrad has been designated as a student naval aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Conrad is a distinguished naval graduate. Ensign Converse has been designated as a student nuclear surface officer and has been assigned to DDG 115 USS Rafael Peralta, homeported in Yokosuka, Japan. Ensign Curley has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer and has been assigned to Public Works Department, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Ensign Davis has been designated as an Information Professional Officer and has been assigned to Information Warfare Training Command in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Ensign Delahoy has been designated as a Student Naval Flight Officer and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Dillon has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to LPD-21 USS New York, homeported in Norfolk, Virginia. Warrant Officer 1 Dodge has been designated as a Student Aerial Vehicle Pilot and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Donor has been designated as a Student Naval Aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Dove has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to LPD-27 USS Portland, homeported in San Diego, California. Ensign Dua has been designated as a supply officer and has been assigned to the Navy Supply Corps School in Newport, Rhode Island. Ensign Eaton has been designated as a surface warfare officer and has been assigned to DDG-84, USS Bulkley, homeported in Rota, Spain. Ensign Fristo has been assigned to the Naval Special Warfare Center in Coronado, California. Ensign Fristo is a distinguished naval graduate. Ensign Garcia has been designated as a student naval flight officer and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Golden has been designated as a student naval aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Goolsby has been designated as a student naval flight officer and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Gordon has been designated as a supply officer and has been assigned to the Navy Supply Corps School in Newport, Rhode Island. Ensign Harbaugh has been designated as a nuclear submarine officer and has been assigned to Naval Nuclear Power School in Charleston, South Carolina. Ensign Herbers has been designated as a student naval flight officer and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Holden has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps officer and has been assigned to Public Works Department, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Ensign Jude has been designated as a nuclear submarine officer and has been assigned to Naval Nuclear Power School in Charleston, South Carolina. Ensign Kringle has been assigned to Naval Special Warfare Center in Coronado, California. Ensign Lang has been designated as an intelligence officer and has been assigned to Information Warfare Training Command in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Ensign Lombardo has been designated as a Supply Corps officer and has been assigned to the Navy Supply Corps School in Newport, Rhode Island. Ensign Leiden has been designated as a student naval aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Mahoney has been designated as a surface warfare officer and has been assigned to LCS 103 USS Fort Worth, homeported in San Diego, California. Ensign Martinez has been designated as a surface warfare officer and has been assigned to DDG-83 USS Howard, homeported in Yokosuka, Japan. Warrant Officer 1 Miat has been designated as a student aerial vehicle pilot and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Morton has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps officer and has been assigned to NAVFAC Marianas in Guam. Ensign Muncie has been designated as a Supply Corps officer and has been assigned to the Navy Supply Corps School in Newport, Rhode Island. Ensign Murguia has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps officer and has been assigned to Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center 29 Palms in 29 Palms, California. Ensign Murguia is a distinguished naval graduate. Ensign Musser has been designated as a student naval aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Olhott has been designated as an Information Professional Officer and has been assigned to Information Warfare Training Command in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Ensign Ozenroth has been designated as a Nuclear Submarine Officer and has been assigned to Naval Nuclear Power School in Charleston, South Carolina. Ensign O'Toole has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to LCS Crew 103 USS Fort Worth, homeported in San Diego, California. Ensign Pendleton has been designated as Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to DDG 100 USS Kidd, homeported in Everett, Washington. Ensign Pierce has been designated as an Information Professional Officer and has been assigned to Information Warfare Training Command in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Ensign Price has been designated as a Nuclear Submarine Officer and has been assigned to Naval Nuclear Power School in Charleston, South Carolina. Ensign Rife has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to LSD-51 USS Oak Hill, homeported in Hampton Roads, Virginia. Ensign Rohan has been designated as a Supply Officer and has been assigned to the Navy Supply Corps School in Newport, Rhode Island. Ensign Rulo has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to DDG 114 USS Ralph Johnson, homeported in Yokosuka, Japan. Ensign Sanford has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer and has been assigned to Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point in Havelock, North Carolina. Ensign Shallon has been designated as a Student Naval Aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Shep has been designated as a Nuclear Submarine Officer and has been assigned to Naval Nuclear Power School in Charleston, South Carolina. Ensign Stein has been designated as a Student Naval Aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Stolarski has been designated as an Explosive Ordnance Disposal Warfare Officer and has been assigned to Naval Diving and Salvage Training Center, Panama City Beach, Florida. Ensign Tanner has been designated as a Nuclear Submarine Officer and has been assigned to Naval Nuclear Power School in Charleston, South Carolina. Ensign Taylor has been designated as a Student Naval Aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Torres has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to DDG 112 USS Michael Murphy, homeported in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Ensign Villarreal has been designated as a Student Naval Aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Volpe has been designated as a Student Naval Aviator and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Wagers has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to LHA-7 USS Tripoli, homeported in San Diego, California. Ensign Walters has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to DDG-53 USS John Paul Jones, homeported in Everett, Washington. Ensign Wong has been designated as a Civil Engineer Corps Officer and has been assigned to Naval Mobile Construction Battalion 1 in Gulfport, Mississippi. Ensign Waters has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to DDG-67 USS Cole, homeported in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Wells has been designated as an Intelligence Officer and has been assigned to Information Warfare Training Command in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Ensign Wicks has been designated as a Surface Warfare Officer and has been assigned to DDG-79 USS Oscar Austin, homeported in Norfolk, Virginia. Ensign Wilson has been designated as a Cryptologic Warfare Officer and has been assigned to Navy Information Operations Command, Colorado, in Aurora, Colorado. Ensign Winkowski has been designated as a Cryptologic Warfare Officer and has been assigned to Navy Cryptologic Warfare Officer Basic Course in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Young has been designated as a submarine officer and has been assigned to Naval Nuclear Power Training Command in Charleston, South Carolina. Ensign Zabriskie has been designated as a student naval flight officer and has been assigned to Naval Introductory Flight Evaluation in Pensacola, Florida. Ensign Gagnon has been designated a surface warfare officer and has been assigned to DDG 112 USS Michael Murphy, home ported in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing the United States Navy's newest officers. We will now conclude the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the service songs and the final dismissal.
Class 09, track 2, 3, attention!
Please remain in your places until after the graduating class has taken their class photo, and remember the only authorized visitor locations are K Hall and Nimitz PT Field.